don't know where to begin or end with this one. Why? Ideas stolen again and again and again, which is expected. But then I said to myself, man, you don't know what. But then again, open, because it's just to do what I said before, to make it look good, which is another step in the same direction that you kind of went through in the same course that you went through before. But hey, man, that's your decision ultimately. And that's another thing. You want to put things in more of a, for the lack of, the lack of the opportunity to try to contain this thing as easily as possible. But then, like I said, you got differences and differences and differences and differences. See, the thing that made China unique was the fact that it's all Chinese. Majority of these countries, the majority of what they are. This is an international, united. But seeing as though you rather deny the fact that certain things can't and certain things can in this united situation. But then I said you want to send some things into something where the whole dynamic is changed and it's specific, it's prepared for that whole change in dynamics. That's why you was saying not yet, don't open just yet. And then you also saying, second rounds of stimulus, but then Mr. President doesn't want to go that route because he'll still have to maintain the tax bracket that was in there before. Oh, and that's another thing too. They definitely need the tax bracket. That's where you want to get back to the systematicals, because then you got a fresh start on a fresh note. But that's just not the case, man. Why? People are still sick, man. And then you want to inflict more sickness on those specific individuals by telling them you open, now you gotta go back to this, and then they can risk. And then, like I said, you already risking enough, man. I said to myself, you gotta be very, very desperate. And my last, I think it was three, something like that, days of left of the fast. I said, man, even if you slowly open up, it still won't be enough. Like I said, you just chasing your tail, man. This was an opportunity for you to actually be great. But instead, you took it as an opportunity to be fake. The reality is, you've been closed for more than almost 60 days, man. You gradually opening up. You saying that 50 states and all this opening up at once. I can't feel it, man. I don't feel it at all. I think it's just the same guideline for specific areas. And those specific areas are targeted areas that boost your economy. So you holding back your economy and fronting like you want to open it. Oh man, this is diabolical, baby. I said, who won't stop it? Specific areas you practice social distancing. You tell them to break it up, break it up. In specific areas, it's free to kiss in public. Like I said, man, this is the 411. It went 4K all over the map. 4K all over the map, man. And I said, wow, I gotta see this thing for what it is. You need something to roll in the camera. You need something like that. And the shock value of sending your kids to school with masks on and gloves, man. That's gonna cost you, man. And I said, man, think about it. The long run is to have them sicker than they was, man. It's the strain on the human body alone. You want to build character, build strength, build this and build that. You seen what happened when you built that wall, baby. Oh man, but then I said, look at this, man. And then you going there, you doing all of this stuff because the people allowed it. Now she wanna allow to renege and take it back and just say none of this never happened. Nah, it happened and it's still happening, man. I think it's them shots of Clariflin cleanse or something, man. You gotta stop taking that stuff, man. They said, man. Oh man. And all I could think of is this was a definite opportunity for you to run up on your social sites and your social medias and disrespect the COVID epidemic, man. I said, wow, I've been on for a nice little minute. As I told you, I didn't want to really do the videos no more because, like I said, I gotta not drink or eat anything. But did you listen? Nah. And then you want to make people obese, and you wanna just do them dirty, man. You don't wanna really help them. Rather destroy them. It's like what they say. With him going more for me. And I'm like, you have the opportunity to make more for all. But that's enough about my opinions and my thoughts about the situations that I'm looking at since I've taken a break. Salute to St. Jude out there, man, because like I said, you can't go into a specific place at a specific time normally like you would normally be able to do. And to be having to put something on your body in order to do something that's supposed to be free of diseases, and you want to open up. So that sends a message clearly to the youth, man. That sends a message, man. And you claim That's what you want to help. The man. Will there be another stimulus? Is the question. And what happened to round Dosal? Dosal. Second round of Relief Act is in the works. It could provide another round of payments to U.S. residents, but there's no guarantee. Just like there's no guarantee you won't get sick again, man. Or there's no guarantee you could ever take your mask off. And like I said, the mask and the gloves, that stuff is costly, man. Mm. Mm. And like I said, a lot of stuff is getting more costly because you have to quarantine. And you've been quarantined. So that's a means for a pay right there. But you want to try to weasel your way around this one and speculate about schools should open and stores should open. You can have stuff open, but will you live to see it? This COVID's been killing people rapidly. And then we want to switch up with the numbers and areas and area codes. And I said, well, you could do all of that too. And then you want to do the test, but in the beginning of the test, it wasn't detecting all of the things it should have been detecting. So, who's to say? And then, like I said before, man, you want to take a risk there. Be my guest. Be my guest. Take a risk and do whatever it is that you think you have to do. Because they say the federal government may send out a check for $1,200 this year. But there's no guarantee for that. So there's no guarantee from government as to what it wants to do about this pandemic and to save the American people's lives. Because you got all types of systems in play for protecting and detecting things. Now, why did that not work? I can't blame Obama for that. I blame lack of understanding and lack of acting fast enough. As Trump just said the corrupt part out loud. I'm convinced everything has to be a joke. It just has to be. Because to look at it from the reality point, it might be unbearable. AOC x CNBC. That kind of rhymed, by the way. I had to get me one in there, two in there. You know, just a little thirsty, a little hungry. AOC and ex CNBC host trade jabs. Nah, man, I don't want to hear nothing about Congress throwing no jabs. I want to hear him signing the next stimulus or Heroes Act package. Why? Because the people are in need. And there's no room to be fighting in the COVID epidemic. But you could try though. I just don't. I just, from personal, I just don't think he's going to get anywhere with that. Fighting each other. Democrats, Republicans must come together to save the American people. And if one side is saying they're getting bullied by another side, they'll divide and conquer with that. Like I said, it's already at a point similar to that, which is certain area parks are open and certain area parks are barricaded and police protected. They're saying that the parks don't want your COVIDs breathing or exercising in those parks. Samsung Galaxy Note 20 designs just leaked. Hey man. And Senate passes bill removing rogue Chinese forms from U.S. stock exchange. Now, you can do all of this stuff that you out here doing and you can't send a check to the American people on time. And then you go from the list goes on and on. How unprotected the American people are. Honda breaks a record of 1.1 seconds in a 0 to 60. Ohio addresses opposed with pandemic unemployment assistance program. They have been collecting unemployment since the end and the beginning of February. And that just extended itself out of the fact of the first stimulus that was passed. Because once it got passed, it was already collecting, then that extended it. And now it's extended even more. So you can open up. But the people just collecting unemployment with an extra 6. And they going to spend it in the stores slowly. But then the disenfranchised is the ones that just didn't know. And probably was already sick. But that's the part of the story no one wants to really get down into the. It's part of the meat and the potatoes of this one. That's the part of the story no one wants to really hear. And I said, man, let's celebrate the responsible gym owner who had nah. Like I said, we could turn this into a tabloid spectacle. Or we can just wait it out. But, like I said, waiting it out is going to cost you. Opening it up is going to cost you. Either way, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm sorry, tell you, not sell you. The dynamic is you may have just became an experiment to the possibilities of social distancing and wearing a mask in public places. I'm sorry, it's not really public. It's masked places. It's like the mask ball. You can only get in with a mask. And like I said, what about those that can't afford to get a mask? That's a lot of masks. And then I said I seen plenty of gatherings with people who ain't have on the mask because they said they didn't have the COVID. But I'm still yet to find out, what is it and where does it come from exactly? Because you're saying that it's not contagious, then why did you close in the first place? And with that being said, peace. I got to go.